The story of Ted Bundy is a chilling descent into the mind of a predator who used a mask of normalcy to hunt. Born in 1946, Theodore Robert Bundy grew up in Tacoma, Washington. To the outside world, he was a handsome, articulate law student and rising political volunteer. But beneath this charismatic veneer lay a deep-seated resentment and a developing dark obsession with power. In early 1974, young women began disappearing from Pacific Northwest college campuses. Bundy's method was chillingly consistent. He would feign an injury, often wearing a fake arm cast or using crutches, and ask for help loading items into his car. This appeal to his victims' kindness allowed him to get them close to his killing machine, his tan Volkswagen Beetle. The panic grew as more bodies were found in the woods. Witnesses at Lake Sammamish described a charming man named Ted who approached women that day. Bundy's girlfriend, Elizabeth Klopfer, became suspicious of his late-night absences and his possession of strange items like surgical gloves and a hatchet. She eventually reported her fears to the police, but Bundy remained free. By late 1974, Bundy moved to Utah for law school, and the disappearances followed him. In November, Carol Duranch narrowly escaped him after he posed as a police officer to lure her into his car. Her survival provided a vital description. Shortly after, Bundy was pulled over by a patrolman who found handcuffs, a mask, and a crowbar in his car. The mask was finally slipping. Bundy was convicted of the Durant kidnapping in 1976, but was soon extradited to Colorado to face murder charges. Ever the narcissist, he chose to act as his own lawyer, which gave him access to the courthouse library. In a daring move, he jumped from a second-story window and escaped. He was caught 8 days later, but the local authorities had underestimated his cunning. On New Year's Eve 1977, Bundy escaped again, this time through a hole he cut in his cell's ceiling. He fled to Florida, where he lived under an alias. In January 1978, he committed a savage attack at the Chi Omega sorority house at Florida State University, killing 2 women and injuring others. Weeks later, he claimed his youngest victim, 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. Bundy was finally apprehended in Pensacola after a high-speed chase in a stolen car. During his 1979 Florida trial, which was the first to be nationally televised, he treated the courtroom like a stage. He wore suits, joked with the judge, and even proposed to his girlfriend, Carol Ann Boone, while she was on the witness stand. Yet the physical evidence against him was damning. A key piece of evidence was a forensic match of Bundy's teeth to bite marks found on one of the Chi Omega victims. This was one of the first times forensic odontology played a major role in a high-profile conviction. The jury found him guilty, and the judge sentenced him to death, remarking that his crimes were extremely wicked, shockingly evil, and vile. For 9 years on death row, Bundy used legal appeals to delay his execution. In a final attempt to save his life, he began confessing to dozens of murders he had previously denied, providing details on victims in several states. He estimated his final body count was over 30, though many believe the actual number is much higher. He was trying to trade information for time. On January 24, 1989, Ted Bundy was executed in the electric chair at Florida State Prison. Hundreds of people gathered outside to celebrate. His legacy remains a terrifying study of the serial killer next door, a reminder that the most dangerous monsters are often those who look and act exactly like us.